creature. That's like where the downpipe is, coming down from the turbos. The same thing on both sides. Wish me luck now! Right now! I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna play with our peckers. Snug as a bug. And a fat lady's rug. Exhaust is aces. Not that kind of drive-by, but maybe you will see that. Hey, welcome. You come here often. You should. And you should bring lots of people with you. On today's video, I'm going to be working on the 350Z twin turbo. And I actually have to move the muffler. I have the body kit, the rear bumper and everything that I painted, installed in the car. And where the cutout is in the KBD rear bumper for the muffler, for the the tip, it's kind of off center of where I guess the factory one was and where the exhaust is actually coming out. So, and I actually did. I'll show you. I kind of burned the paint a little bit in the inside of the cutout. So I'm gonna just do a little touch-up paint. But I have to move the muffler over more centered so it looks better, and also so I don't have problems with anything melting or anything like that any further. So I have to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. I'll show you what the problem is, and then once I figure out the solution, I'll keep videoing at that point and bring you the solution and what I did to fix it. Stay tuned. You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell, Soup to Nuts. Alright, so I'll show you the muffler now situation, and I'll get underneath the vehicle, and show you a couple of possible options that I'm thinking about doing to fix the problem. As you can see, the tip is not centered in the hole. Obviously it's tight here, and actually you kind of see right here it burned. You see it burning on there a little bit. I'm gonna have to clean that up, but it burned in here. I'm not too worried. I'll hit a little touch-up paint. I was contemplating painting the bottom portion of the bumper at some point black anyway, so I'm not stressing about that. But obviously, I want it to look good and also like not have this problem again, so it has to move over. I have to measure it, but maybe like 3/4 of an inch or something like that. So I'll show you what has to be done underneath and a couple ideas I'm thinking about what to do, and we'll take it from there. I have the rear hanger here. This is the one that's on the muffler itself. You can see, this whole thing is the hanger, the metal part. And then you have the rubber that you slide the muffler into, and then it slides onto here. The rubber is over as far as it could go, like towards the passenger side. So what I'm going to have to do is either make some kind of special bracket, like in between this and the frame. So like the special bracket will like bolt into the factory location, and then the bracket itself will have like special holes or something like that are threaded to bolt onto. Or I'm contemplating, which I'm more likely going to do, is the piece up here. Maybe see better here. The piece that comes out here. I'm not going to do it myself because I'm not good at welding yet. Cutting it, or having a welder cut it, and then just weld in like an extra like 3/4 of an inch or whatever, length. So that way the whole thing can slide, so it'll kind of like stick over to here, and then it'll be positioned properly. And I'm going to have to do the same thing right here. So there's another bracket here, which is, near the sway bar, where the rear diff area, kind of like along the front edge of the rear tire. So I'm going to have to do something there to move this over like 3/4. I don't want to move it over too far because, you know, have gap issue here. But maybe this one, 1/2 an inch. I'll get under here with a tape measure. But maybe like I'll move this one 1/2 an inch and then that one like 3/4. So I'm leaning towards just having, you know, a longer piece welded on to the factory bracket. That's probably what I'm going to do. That's where everything sits right now. But other than that, things are great in the big city. So I'll bring it back once I have a solution figured out. I have the 2 exhaust hangers here. I did honestly kind of a crappy job, the welder. He's a good guy. I don't know. But I'm not going to use him for welding. This isn't the same people that did the intercooler pipe. The intercooler pipe was done by Allen Dynamic Performance. He's very talented and he does very, very good work. This is not them at all. But they sometimes take a little bit longer, and I was trying to do a quick thing. This welder usually does things in like a day or two. I have him do other stuff besides welding, and he's usually very quick with the other things I do. This took like 3.5 weeks, which is ridiculous, and especially for the quality level. So, as you can see, it's all like lumpy. It's not straight, not smooth. I told him to put like a little nub, like kind of, I basically had this extended. I don't know if he extended it the right length yet because I didn't test fit it yet, but I know that this is in the wrong spot. The little like nub that I did tell him to put this, just so the way the rubber hanger doesn't slide too far in. I wanted like a stop on it, and he measured from out here rather than this lip here, which anybody that knows, the rubber goes inside of this lip. I mean, that's very common. I mean, that's common knowledge. Anybody that's ever worked in a car really knows that. Or you should know it. If you don't, go read a dictionary. Dictionary can't teach you shit. Just fucking go learn some shit. So I'm gonna test fit this up. This one, I think this one I'm pretty sure he barely extended. I think it's an 1/8 inch longer. I want a 1/2 inch. Like this whole thing should have been 1/2 inch longer. I think honestly what he did, instead of cutting it and then getting extra like round tube to like, you know, put like a, you know, a little piece in there and weld it on each side, I think he cut it and then just like held it an 1/8 inch gap apart from each other, and then just filled it up with welder, with the you know, welding material, with the welding stick, or I don't know if he tigged or migged. I don't know what method he did, but it's very half-assed, very, very half-assed. I'm gonna try to make it work, and wish me luck. Wish me luck now, right now. Thank you. Exhaust is aces. The brackets pretty much did their job. I'll let you see here. It's fairly centered in this cutout in the bumper. The exhaust is coming at a slight bit of an angle, so it's going to be like a little tighter here than there naturally, just because there's a slight angle to it. But I'll show you the brackets underneath, and then we're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna play with our peckers. Here's the hanger, kind of middle of the car. You can see here's like the wheel, brake, all that crap. His gas tank right here. His gas tank. Rear diff, so you can see kind of where it's lined up, right next to the sway bar. So I got it all coated with Pour 15, and fit it up, tighten up, and good to go. So here's right above the muffler, you know, near the rear bash bar area, general vicinity of it. So here is the bracket. I re-pour 15 in it just because the welding and everything kind of, you know, messed it up a little bit. So touched it up, looks good, works good. It's not like 100% perfect, but it'll definitely get the job done, and it's like 85-90% the way it should be. So I'm not gonna keep messing with it, especially since I might do like a true dual exhaust under here, because, you know, the tuner told me I could make more power just because it's being restricted at this point with the power level I'm at. So if you can see, here's a Y pipe. So that's like the passenger side, driver's side. So that's like 3 cylinders, essentially. That's the quick rundown. So if instead of doing this wide pipe, if I just ran a pipe here, you know, from this side all the way back out, and then a completely separate pipe on that side, that's like where the down pipe is coming down from the turbos. The same thing on both sides. And if I just ran a pipe from that side all the way back, so I'll run it all the way back on the passenger side and then out here. So I might do that. The tuner thinks I can maybe make about 30 horsepower, give or take. So, I mean, it might be worth the hassle. So if I redo the exhaust completely, then I could, you know, get this redone as well. So, that's what I might do. That's what I might do. So that's the good old girl up in there, snug as a bug, and a fat lady's rug, and it's fairly centered. So you can kind of see the muffler is going at like kind of a little bit of an angle, like towards out the back of the car, out of the back of the bumper. So it's not like perfectly square. So it's gonna be slightly tighter on one side there. On the other side, there's nothing I can do about that. It's just the angle of the dangle. So that went pretty good. The big lesson I learned here, honestly, is I need to learn how to weld. That's the takeaway I got. But I'm gonna do. That's gonna be kind of part of the garage remodel thing. Is I have to hook up power here. I mean, I have power obviously, but not for a welder. So I'm gonna hook up power when I like do the whole garage remake crap, painting everything, making the workbench bigger, and, you know, organizing and making things a little bit more cohesive. I don't know if that's the right word, but fuck it all. So yeah, this situation, it took like 3.5 weeks from the time I dropped it off at the welder to the time that the welder got it back to me, or finished and I picked it up. So that was for a couple really simple basic things. I should be able to do that crap myself. I need to learn how to do it. I'm gonna learn how to do it. It's gonna happen. I actually already have a welder, just don't have the power for it. And I also need to learn how to use it. I've never welded a damn thing in my life. I've soldered a bunch of crap, but not welded. I'll pick it up. I'll pick it. Just like I painted this body kit, and I don't really know what the hell I'm doing with that, but it turned out satisfactory. Not aces, but satisfactory. Next time will be slightly above satisfactory. Aces will take a while, but I'll just itch along. Like a little bird. Like a little crazy creature. A crazy creature. Next video, I actually found out how to fix one of my problems. This car came with airbag seats, with leather seats that have airbags on the side. So there's an airbag harness that goes up to underneath the seats. The seats I have in it now are cloth seats. They don't have airbags. So because it's not plugged in under the seats, the airbag light is on the dash. So I found a way to bypass those switches. So next video I'm going to do like a little how-to tutorial type of stupid video on how to do that. I've taken the seats out, do a little bit of soldering. I'll show you. I got the parts that I needed to do it. They're very, very, very cheap. But that'll be the next video you'll see. And then hopefully right after that, I'm going to be doing like a really cool like kind of reveal video, or kind of like an unveiling video, I guess you could say, of like everything with the car. You'll hear it a lot more, a bunch of revving, you know, cold start, you know, drive-bys, all that type of crap. Not that kind of drive-by, but maybe you will see that. You will. I live in a rough, sketchy area. I'm just making shit up. So I'll be coming soon, so stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good ish. And in the meantime, drive faster! this?